drafts I have seen in this era, in like this split of League of Legends. The Sion last pick going towards the top lane is completely fine.
It's just unending despair.
This is anyone's legend.
Hollow Radiance.
Anyone's legend have locked in perhaps the worst composition I've seen. Maybe a gank at level 3 to snowball a lane and get a flash out of it. That's not happened yet either.
Well, you know what else needs to happen in very short order? We've got 2 minutes 44 left on this hype train. Yeah, that needs to happen in short order too, folks. You know how it is as topside gank comes on down.
Oh, he's dead. He's gonna hit the Destiny Smash. That's crashing out in real time.
Flandre's Gwen, a pick which has been 3 teams with an LPL right now. Obviously, we're in the process of deciding that. Tarzan's going to take that first dragon. That being said, you know, this is bare minimum. You need to get the objectives. You need to get those kills. And you know, bare minimum, I do mean the bare minimum. No, so that's a
yeah. Or just like really good skirmishing. Like, yeah, I've got an Onivia, I can win by getting on top of you and killing you. Sometimes you see that, and maybe you can try and do that this game. But Grub's being contested right now. Tarzan presses Q and goes wee woo. But that's about all he can do. Instead attacks a Grub. Light now coming on down. He's a little bit deep, but can begin to throw some feathers. Deadly Boom comes on down. Tarzan
wow, forcing the away.
And that's a Grub taken in turn from Weibo.
So that's 2 for 1. Shares coming through. That's cancelled on the Realm Warp.
It is indeed. Looking for a bit more of a play. TM with a good crest go, but it's returned in favour by Shanks, beginning to heal himself. Gets shielded by Karma. Flashes away from TN. He's looking to get another 3 Talon Strike. Light into the air with the Feather Storm, trying to get some value as Tarzan brings down 1. Shanks goes looking for him, scones and a duck over the wall. They go. Carl flashes on in, gets the focused resolve onto Xiaohu, who tries to run best he can. Mystic Shot just wide. Light no mana. Xiaohu no health. And that makes this very dicey. Did Mystic Shot lands.
Ezreal ult.
True Shot barrage tags him. Another down. Good call on that one, Nymerit. Now we can continue to look under this turret as Light, I think, might be turning into Grey Scream very shortly. Another pickup for anyone's legend. They skirmish their way to another set of kills.
The one
of the Slayer.
Yep, and it comes out with some phlegm attached to it too. So his dental hygiene not the best. Tarzan claims another dragon, and we'll see what soul we get. Ocean Soul. Okay, Dream Spike.
Moonstone, that's what I'm thinking of.
Like the Dream Spike is the support item. That's without components into it.
Yeah, no, it's Moonstone Renewer is the one I'm trying to remember.
Tien doesn't have flash, does have ultimate mining to use it. He's caught out here badly.
Oh, turns into a pin cushion, and Gwen will make sure that he's helping her sew some new clothes. He's happy enough with the slightly more successful trade. Tien now coming on down.
Weibo, let's not die for this too bad. They do get towards the Herald now and they start leashing it. Here comes the Gwen sign in as well. Maybe Breathe can be a big enough frontline for them.
Tien went forwards onto the Herald with audacity. Realm Warp into the backside as Shadow turns on up. Chain Slam comes on through. Shanks a little split off, but will hijack a Crescent Guard.
Why did he give him the option to do that? Breathe now trying to hold the front line. Can Tien get a smite steal?
All the while, the back end, Xiaohu is being traded out with Shanks. The Herald was secured all the while by Tien. Continue to play for now, as in they go with the Stormbringer. Looking for some damage, wait for the Feather Fall as well, could be very scary. Light looking to find an angle, he's going to go down! The first gone through too late! They're still going to win Shirelia's value! As they just walk at them menacingly! And they win the fight, a triple kill over to the side. I hope he can't quite bring down the Sion with a True Shot barrage, but the work is done.
All Weibo needed to do was not die at these early objectives. That was their route to loss. And they found the eye of the needle and threaded it anyway.
I genuinely worried for anyone's legend partway through that because the feathers were all lined up perfectly and the cooldown wasn't available for Light.
This is really important. This is really important right here, so we'll have to cut off that conversation. If they get this dragon, they can delay the dragon stacking. Need to not die for it again.
Shanks in the backside, they can get to stop this dragon stacking. Looking to lay this one out regardless. Shanks with the quickness stolen. Can look to go into the backline. Looking now. Finds the abduction on top of the Zai, who's dead. Hope will Arcane shift forward. Root still lands onto Xiao, despite him taking the blast cone.
But the wheels are coming off the train a little bit. Anyone's Legend are getting very large gold leads. They get in the mid lane, out a turret pushed in as well, which makes it hard to find multiple angles in these big early fights. Find ways to execute with good early damage. Hope with this amount of gold can win any team fight from now. I think with this amount of gold, early 2 items, going to get the 2. Hang on, here comes the Realm Warp, trying to make a big macro play. If they can, but there's no wave. They're going with Breathe first. But he doesn't have that much armor to tank the turret.
Smith actually can come through that far. Flandre does get a fair amount of needle working through. It's a decent amount of healing, buying a lot of time. It's taking a long time for Flandre to fall. Will eventually go down, and Breathe is tanky enough to be a problem. Tarzan, though, roams towards this mid-tier 2, and that might well be the trade. Weibo will get a turret and a kill, but all the while, Shanks is shoving top. Tarzan, I hope, will get the mid-tier.
However, Weibo have the objective bounties, so they will get more out of this. The fact that they have objective bounties is
hilarious.
It tells you the way this game has been going, of course. Xiaohu will get some extra gold out of that. Weibo scrambling to get some value out of the map. The top lane matchup hasn't been the big issue, which potentially clearing out the wave well. And as you were saying before, basically, you know, Breathe doesn't have that much armor. Flandre very nearly turns it around. Yes, it's still hanging on fight in jungle.
Tien has his crescent guard broken, and oh my days, Hope's damage is foul. Does go and secure the kill on Tien with a little assistance from the rest of the squad. Shanks are also on a flank angle, and we will still have this issue for anyone's legend that they do not have that much CC. Flandre is about to potentially get jumped here. He's down at half HP. Has got a Rift Maker, so theoretically can Omni-Vamp his way back up to something resembling some safety.
Not sure about that one.
But I don't think he'll have any opportunity to. And Weibo do get a nice, easy kill there onto the Gwen with no real response from anyone's legend.
Now, this is important for Weibo because, again, any amount of gold they get like this, towers like this as well, they won't get an objective bounty. They claimed that one earlier. Closes the gap a little. That one dragon earlier did delay the soul coming through. That is actually the most important objective they've taken in this game so far.
Herald doesn't really touch this Scion right now. Flandre will spot Weibo Gaming in the river. We've got ourselves about 1 minute and 20 until Baron. Takan on the...
Shanks on the flank, Shanks on the flank. What? Look at it.
That quickness gets a big chunk on the light. Just go up into the air. Crescent guard comes down from Tien. Has yet to pull the feathers back. Still in danger. They've blown up the volley bet. But Tien likely to be trained up a good flash over the wall. Keeps him alive. Shanks goes flashing for the chain lash though. Needles flying. In danger. Misses the grand entrance because it backed away from. Realm warp out. Light just out of range of the abduction. He'll keep people running away and alive.
Forward.
Forwards. He's going to get run on. Eric has to knock him alongside the decimating smash. And Weibo can look to win the team fight, but all the while Shanks is so bloody deadly. Kyle's giving him all the shields. They can't bring down Silas. He's utterly terrifying. They can get the Karma though. Xiao trying to run, trying to buy time, can't. And now Shanks in the 1v1 with this Scion. He's got no ult, no flash. He's just got HP in a dream. And Shanks wins these. He's got 25 stacks after this fight. He wishes he had a few more pages available in this volume to continue getting more value. Misses that abduction.
He can't
quite kill.
Baron has stopped. It was a long Baron take. Top lane inner turret falls, but no one's around for the local gold. So it doesn't matter as much. Shanks still on the flank.
45 seconds on Soul for anyone's legend as well. They can start to pull people around, breathe. Hit with the focus resolve into the backline goes Flandre, who's hit by the quickness, goes golden, buys some time, flashes away. Now Shanks in the backside, looking for an angle, has a crescent guard. Light's been split off. Needs to try to say, I've got a barrier, trying to buy some time, he can't quite find the featherfall. And Shanks brings him down. He's healing. The Kingslayer comes on through the realm warp, buys some time, and they get out with it. But they can't bring down Shanks. He gets his man and gets out alive. And look who's split off. It's Breed.
Light with another awful team fight. Doesn't hit the ult when the chain flies. Big problem here, though. Light just got chunked out for free. Not exactly sure why. He was trying to clear out the wave. He lost 2/3 of his HP. Another Q because he walks 2 forwards up into that. Realm Warp now coming back in for Xiao, who's getting close towards the plate.
Breed now spots the Baron's going down. Herald tries to find an angle on the Kylo, flashes away. Over goes Hope. Does half the HP of this Ricard. Two-shot barrage. Forces the locket shield. Breed now buying up some space, trying to make sure the Hope isn't hitting some more valuable turn from anyone's legend as they look for the angle. Stormbringer into the backside. They lose the jungler. Fight now difficult, but Shanks Crescent guards the team apart. Tien in danger. Xiaohu in danger. Backline tricky. Good Zhonya's from Flandre by space and time. Light being snuffed out again. Can't run far enough away. And Breathe goes down as well. That's the team fight wipe in favor of anyone's legend.
Anyone's legend don't need a Baron. They'll clean through the team, a teleport towards topside, and what I call the worst draft of LPL this split may just be walking away with a win off the back of a huge carry performance for Shanks in the mid lane.
What fight should they not have taken, Alex?
All of the early ones, Sam. Weibo still had a chance. Missteps from Light, who is struggling in this series, put Weibo into the dirt. Shanks is the carry for anyone's legend, but Weibo must rue this decision to take those early fights. They fall in an easy game 3, and what should have been so favored towards them.
Blue side win rate still undefeatable, apparently. 2-1 now towards anyone's legend.